Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Trails in the Sky Part 18. It has been a long time since I've played this, and I apologize for that because I know there's a few people that actually enjoy this LP somewhat. I can't say the degree. But our mission is to report back to the Mayor of Beauce. We have Olivier in tow. So let's journey back, shall we? I'll skip ahead in case something, unless something interesting happens. Not this battle. Actually, I may be interested to know how Olivier is in battle. Let's see how he fares. What are these dudes, okay, fire. Fire. And, let's see here. It has been 2 weeks, I might be a bit rusty. Get your ass out of here. Alright, Olivier, what do you got? We got, ooh, an area of effect attack, and another area attack. You got water, time, mirage, and fire. And then you, I don't know what you do. You can, heal yourself, probably, I don't know. There you go. Now those two will cast their spells, dealing very nice damage. Come on, Olivier, show me what you got. You're a spellcaster. Ooh. Ooh. That's some good power there. Alright. Okay. Alright. That's enough there. Okay, buddy. I don't think this will be enough. Let's do a dual strike, shall we? Uno, dos. Excellent.
We're good to go.
Sweet. Alright. So this is Beauce, is it? It's more urban than I'd imagined. That building over there is Beauce Market, no? Well, you seem to be quite knowledgeable. Are you sure this is really your first time in Liberl? Ha! I was smart enough to buy a tourist guidebook before I left. One published by your very own Liberl News, no less. A guidebook? Do they really sell such things? I don't know how to say it, but we live in a really convenient age. So, do you intend to go shopping at the Beauce Market now? Yep, and after doing a bit of window shopping, I plan to dress up and dine out. According to the guide, there's supposed to be a 3-star restaurant in town. Right, the place we ate at with the mayor. What I mean to say is, I guess this is the place. The Antaros, authentic Liberl cuisine, or so they say. Indeed, no doubt this is the place. I'm quite looking forward to it. But it's supposed to cost a pretty mira if you decide to go with a full course meal. I'd have to recommend a normal bar any day over this. Worry not, my fair lady. I've brought sufficient travel expenses. And if that's not enough, I'll earn more with my superb skills. Superb skills? You're not talking about your songs and musical, renditions, are you? Can you actually earn mira with that crap? Ha! I've starred as the main opera singer at the Great Theatre in the Erebonian capital before. If I remember right, I once earned 1 million mira in a single night. Big fat liar. Alright everyone, good work. I guess this is farewell until fate brings us together once more. Adios, amigos. Are you leaving me already? Oh my god. What horror have we unleashed upon this poor innocent city? Is everyone from Erebonia a weirdo like that? I don't think I like the idea of that being the Empire stereotype. Huh? What I'm trying to say is that I think the majority of the people there are quite serious. I read in a book that their ethos respects the strong, silent type. So what you're saying is that he's simply a weirdo because he's an artist. Now just hold up there, Estelle. If the artists of this world heard that, they'd be less than pleased. Let's see. We need to report the information we got out of the General to Lugran. And it would be best if we let Mayor Maybell know after that too. So first we'll visit the guild and then the mayor's residence. Okay, let's get going. Sounds like a solid plan. I want Olivier back. Where's the guild? There's the guild. Stupid ass. Oh, it's you kids. So did you find out anything about the incident? Hehe, you bet. Valuable information at that. Estelle relayed the information they had obtained from General Morgan. The Sky Bandits and the Capua family. You're right, that is valuable information. Looks like we'll be able to decide on a policy for the Bracer Guild related to this. However, I'm surprised to hear that General Morgan is an even bigger Bracer hater than I had originally thought. Yeah, I was really surprised myself. In Roland, the job of a Bracer is pretty much respected by everyone, so to encounter someone that hates Bracers that much... Don't worry about it, General Morgan is an exception. Under normal circumstances, the Royal Army and the Guild maintain a pretty good cooperative relationship. However, it looks like this time you're going to have to deal with a lot more than you bargained for. Well, then I guess we'll have to try and make steady efforts while maintaining a low profile. But it looks like these recent burglaries are also the work of the Sky Bandits, right? Yes, taking into account the incident in Roland, it's pretty clear who's behind these. To call them burglaries is one thing though, because most of the stuff that's been stolen hasn't been all that valuable. I would have never thought they would go as far as to commit a heinous crime like hijacking the Lind. Now that you mention it, that is rather odd. The burglary that happened in Roland was also rather mild in comparison. Yeah, and to hijack an airliner and then to turn around and demand a ransom from the royal family? The risks there are greater than any potential reward. In light of that, we should probably do a little more on the investigative side ourselves. Indeed, but first we shall contact the mayor. Let her know of the happenings. That's the hotel, that's not the residence. Come on, Missy, I'm begging you. Please let us in. If I could just get a comment from the mayor, I'd be on my merry little way. Yep, that's right, and of course I'd need a photograph too. I'm sure the mayor would be flattered, but she's extremely busy. I'm going to have to ask all those without an appointment to leave. I hope you can understand the situation. Come on, please! For an incident this huge, we'd hardly know anything about the circumstances surrounding it. And I have an obligation to inform the readers. But... yeah, what about the readers? We can probably reach double the number if we have the mayor grace the cover. She's said to be very beautiful, after all. Dorothy! Why'd you have to go and say something like that? Huh? But it was you who was saying the same thing, remember? You said that if we didn't have any news to go on, we could lure customers to buy the magazine by featuring the sexy mayor on the cover. Gotta admit, that is a good plan. You idiot! Miss? Well, aren't you two a couple of interesting visitors? I'll make sure to tell Mayor Maybelle about the details of our conversation. At the moment, however, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Wait! This is a misunderstanding! Please leave. Fine. So are we going to be okay not getting a photograph of the mayor then? Please, for the love of Idios and my sanity, just keep your mouth shut. Niall, wait for me! Phew. Huh? Good afternoon, Lilla. Oh, it's you Bracers again. Did you just return from the Haken Gate? Yeah, something like that. So, those two you just turned away. A bunch of unscrupulous individuals. Really? Those miscreants said they plan to use the mayor to make some quick mirror. But as long as I'm here to protect my mistress, I won't allow that to happen. I see. You're really serious about your job, aren't you? Deadly serious. That's because it's my duty. Anyway, why don't you all come inside? The mayor is waiting for you. I was born to follow orders. I'm glad to see you all again. Mayor Maybelle has been excitedly awaiting your report. Where is she, though? Upstairs? Guessed right. Dealing with complaints from the citizens. Late deliveries of goods to the Beauce Market because of the airspace being a no-fly zone. Servicing the sewer facilities. Selecting a congratulatory gift for Her Majesty the Queen. Harm incurred by monsters on the new Ansel path. When will all this paperwork finally end? Hello? Oh, are you back already? You look pretty busy, so would it be better if we came back at a later time? No, you're fine. So you found out something from General Morgan, right? I'd like to hear about it. Good work. I feel like I have a much clearer picture of the situation now. First, there was a hijacking by the Sky Bandits, and now a ransom demand. The situation is much more serious than I had originally anticipated. If the General hadn't found out we were bracers, I think we could have learned more, but... No, it's alright. I'm just glad to know that it wasn't a crash. With this information, I should be able to take effective countermeasures with the city. Now I need to think of a way to inform the citizens of Bose and deal with the families of the passengers. I imagine that'll be quite a difficult task, considering that you're already busy as you are. Well, that's just the duty of a mayor. And since the identity of the criminals is now known, may I ask that you continue your investigation of the incident? Of course, that was our plan to begin with. We've already had a run-in with the Sky Bandits before. And I'll wager the honor of the guild that this is one group we cannot simply leave up to the Royal Army. Yeah, that's for sure. There's Dad to find, and then we need to deal with these Sky Bandits once and for all. Huh? What's with the look, Joshua? I was just thinking, and no matter which way I look at things, I just can't believe it. What can't you believe? That Dad could get beaten by a bunch of Sky Bandits. Basing my judgment on the ability of the group that appeared in Roland. I'm in agreement with you there. Cassius could have easily dealt with a group of that caliber. Come on, Joshua. You too, Shara. You're giving him way more credit than he deserves. He's pretty good, I'll give you that, but I think it would be a bit of a stretch to take on an entire group. Do you mind if I ask you something? Are you trying to tell me that your father was aboard that airliner? Oh, didn't I mention that? I'm embarrassed to say it, but yeah, he was. Not to mention he's a bracer, too. His name's Cassius Bright. Did you just say Cassius Bright? Yeah, why? Do you know my dad or something? I've never met him in person, but I've heard a great deal about him. I'm sorry, I just don't know what to say. But we might be able to use this to get some information out from the army. Excuse me, Mayor. I'm very sorry, and I can empathize with what you must be going through. I should have read that in a different tone of voice, oh boy. If there's anything I can do to help you clear up this incident, then I'm at your disposal. If there's anything you need, please don't hesitate to ask. I wonder what's up with the mayor. As soon as we mentioned Dad's name, she got all surprised. You're right, but I guess I can imagine where she's coming from. The mayor and the general have known one another for a long time, after all. Well, let's not worry about that right now. The real question is, where do we go from here? Just searching around blindly for the airliner or Sky Bandits probably won't amount to anything, right? I mean, if that's all it'd take, then the army would have found them a long time ago. Huh? What's the matter with you two? Estelle, you've matured. If it had been the same you as before, you probably would have said something like, "Let's just comb the entire region." Never thought I'd see the day when those words would come from out of your mouth either. My heart's too full of emotions for words. So what are you two trying to say? You can be so rude sometimes, I hope you know. We were complimenting you, Estelle. Seriously. Unfortunately, unlike Roland, the Bose region is enormous. I'm really hoping for a clue right now. A clue, huh? Oh right, wasn't that Niall and Dorothy we saw in front of the mayor's palace earlier? He seemed pretty starved for a story, but he's gotta know something by now, right? It's true he arrived in Bose a little before we did, so I think it may be worth talking to him. I wonder where they went. Probably to the market, because that's the most populated area, right? There's the bar. I thought I was talking to the tree at first, because that dude didn't appear. I got stuck at the gate. Merchant from the Empire. Hey man, security concerns, what can you do? I want to see if there's any new stuff in the arms shop. First, you start in the market, which is subsidized by the city, and after gaining experience, you'll be able to get approval to start your own store. So that, okay. Alright. Cool. Ooh, a stun rod. Dual razors. Leather jacket. Work boots. Prevent steal, prevent sleep, ooh. Ooh, alright, alright. How much money? 2 grand? Yeah, I'm not gonna buy anything. I'm going to save my money till I really need it. Actually, can I open anything right now? I don't think I can, because I don't have any, wind quartz. Yeah, I'm gonna need wind quartz. Gonna have to find an area to farm that in. If I want to farm it. Where are these rascals? You know what, I could just check the journal. Yeah, it doesn't say where he is, it's just, he just ran off. I should have been paying attention to the dialogue. Oh boy. Same. Same, fam. Doesn't look like they're here. Unless I'm stupid and I missed them. Are they in the guild? International port? He was in the bar the entire time, just sitting here lifeless. I figured he'd go to the bar, but I also figured he'd be with Dorothy. Ugh, god damn it, yeah, my sentiments exactly. This ain't a joke, you know. Ugh. Well, we found him, but he's drunk off his ass. Was having his article rejected really that much of a shock to his system? He's just acting like the man he is. Men are pigs, after all. Though he seems to have forgotten that alcohol is a drink to be consumed, not a drink to be consumed by. You're one to talk. Don't they sometimes call you Bottomless Shara? Oh, please. Bottomless is much more suitable for a woman like Aina. I, on the other hand, can hold my liquor. No matter how much I may drink, my face and my disposition remain unreddened. So don't you dare group a fun-loving drinker like myself in the same category as this clumsy lush. Oh, come now. When you get drunk, you lose it completely and everyone around you gets a heck of a show. Admit it. It's certainly true that Aina is like a bucket to Shara's sieve? I'm guessing a sieve is like, I don't know, a flask or something. I don't know. I don't know what these words. I'll look them up. But no matter how you look at it, they're both pretty bottomless. I'm sensing disrespect, children. Ugh. Where am I? Good, you're awake. Sort of. Drinking so much is not good for your health, you know. Ugh, my head. What the? You're that bracer trainee, aren't you? Oh my goddess. What the hell am I doing in Roland? Thought I'd made my way to Bose. What are you mumbling about, you sponge? You are in Bose, and so are we. Oh, well damn, don't scare me like that. Oh, and I see you've got a lovely lass with you. Name's Sherazard Harvey. The pleasure's all yours, I'm sure. I'm the mentor of these two. Sherazard, are you the infamous Silver Streak by any chance? Oh, you humble me, sir. I take it you've heard of me, then. Only rumors, I'm afraid. But yes, I know your name. You're one of the top young bracers, if I'm not mistaken. Which means you three are here to investigate the incident as well, I suppose. Oh, so you do have some brains left in there after all that booze. I'm impressed. You find anything out? We saw you by the mayor's house. You seemed pretty troubled. Damn, they saw that? Yeah, I was looking for clues and couldn't find any. That's what I figured. Damned Army's regulations on the spread of information really restrict what I'm able to learn anyway. And if I try to consult General Morgan at the Hagen Gate directly, I'll be held up for inspection for who knows how long. So I figured I'd at least try to score an interview with the legendarily voluptuous mayor. But a maid turned me away outright. And to top it all off, that useless girl kept screwing everything up. Everything! Oh, great Aidios. Tell me, what did I do to deserve this shabby life? Well, you did try to do an exclusive on the mayor's chess. But if you want information that badly, we might share some of ours with you. Huh? We're actually investigating the incident on Mayor Maybell's behalf right now. So naturally, we've met with the mayor and General Morgan too, for that matter. Holy crap! You serious? Yep, totally. Score! And the goddess gets a point. Blessed be the bounty of Aidios. Please, I beg of you, tell me everything, every last detail. We'll be glad to. However, aren't you forgetting something, Niall? Huh? Information ain't free, you know? We'll scratch your back, but you need to scratch ours first. And get that look off your face. I totally do not mean that literally. You want Mirror or something? My research funds are long exhausted at this point, I'm sorry to say. We're not interested in your money. We just find it fascinating that you made your way to Bose right after this incident occurred. Seems like you might have heard some interesting things yourself. That being the case... and here I thought you were a nice kid. Turns out you're just a slimy little leech like me. I'll tell you what I know, but rest assured it's not big news by any stretch of the imagination. As long as it's related to the incident, no matter how trivial it may seem, I'll take it. Just don't be stingy. Give it to us straight, okay? Fine, I'll tell you everything, on my honor as a newsman. I got 2 clues to share, so if you're taking notes, I suggest you get out your pen and paper. We're ready whenever you are. Man, way to go, Joshua. You're on a roll. Well, if he ever gets tired of being a bracer, we know he'll have a bright future in racketeering with those skills. The first clue is in the form of an eyewitness report from the village of Ravenue to the west. I talked to a villager who had just come to Bose for a visit, and she told me something very interesting. Apparently she knows a kid who saw a huge shadow flying overhead on the night of the incident. A huge shadow flying overhead? Yep, airship, I told him. Maybe even that missing one. But the army checked it out and found absolutely nothing. Aw, you meanie. You raised our hopes only to dash him straight away. So you're saying somebody saw something, but it was probably unrelated to anything. That's what I'm saying. I warned you it wasn't big news. And I went to a lot of trouble to get this sad morsel too. What with the information embargo in place and all. Well done. Now let's hear that second clue of yours. Fine. The other thing I learned is that the military's intelligence division is on the move. Intelligence division? I've heard rumors about them. It's a new royalty-sanctioned branch of the army in charge of intelligence gathering and dissemination. That's the one, yeah. Supposedly they're so elite they can even stand toe-to-toe with the royal bodyguards. The man they put in charge, Colonel Richard, is apparently quite the whiz kid. With him on the case, they say this incident is as good as solved already. Doesn't seem like your information will be of much use to us in our investigation. Yeah, well, can't say I didn't warn you. Sorry I couldn't help much on your end. But a promise is a promise. I scratched. Now it's your turn. Of course. A deal is a deal, after all. Joshua told Niall all about the incident in Roland, as well as the information received from General Morgan. The cap was... Sky Bandits. A ransom demand to the Royal House and the Airship Corporations. Good goddess, that's exactly what I needed. That's the missing link I've been killing myself to find. Caught your fancy, did it? Absolutely. I can definitely write in my article now. I can't be wasting my time getting drunk here. I have to find Dorothy, post-haste. See you later, you wonderful people, you. God, Joshua can be pretty smooth at times. Like he was stone-faced through all that. Wow, his spirits certainly lifted fast. Well, he was chasing a big story pretty unsuccessfully until we came along. It's only natural. I'm glad we could help him out. Well, look at you. From Mr. I'll break your kneecaps if you don't talk to Mr. Nice Guy. Oh my god. There's a pause in there. There's a pause in there. Well, look at you. From Mr. I'll break your kneecaps if you don't talk to Mr. Nice Guy in under a minute. Talk about a split personality. Stop thinking weird things about me. I was just negotiating. A little give and take, nothing more. A bad boy exterior with a good boy inside. Or is it the other way around? Either way, I'm sure the girls love it. But anyway, I guess we've only really dealt with the scrupulous people thus far. We're pretty lucky in that regard. Start dealing with weirdos, and that's when you'll need to bust out some really questionable negotiation techniques. Why were you looking at me when you said that? Anyway, that aside, was anyone else a bit little bothered about when Niall talked about that huge flying shadow thing? That eyewitness report from Revenue? I'd say there's a strong chance there was nothing to it, even if the army already checked it out. Yeah, but I mean, it's not like the army is totally infallible. They could have missed something. It wasn't General Morgan himself, after all, but one of his men. And some of those guys are pretty thick-headed. That is true. Probably worth looking into. Certainly can't hurt at any rate. Heh, you two are starting to get the hang of this, I see. I think this is a splendid idea. Let's head to Revenue then, shall we? Got it. Progression has been made, and I think I will end it there. Thank you very much for watching. That was part 18 of Trails in the Sky. We are still a long ways from the end. Trails in the Sky is available on Steam for $20. It sometimes goes on sale for $10, so be sure to capitalize on that if you can. It is a 50-hour JRPG lovingly crafted by Nihon Falcom, the makers of the East series. So there's your merit right there. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time. Toodaloo!